Hello, welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins that we're going to be hunting through, looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, but ideally new ones for the book. We need a few still. 3 Commonwealth Games, Northern Ireland, Wales or England. We've only ticked off Scotland so far. Any of those 3 would be fantastic finds. We still need the Olympic Beijing handover. It's the last Olympic we need. London Underground Roundel. Again, very surprised that we've not ticked one of those off. It's a scarce coin, but not this scarce, right? So anyway, potentially one we could find today. And then Navy Centenary with the flag errors, just a variant of the Navy Centenary that I've always had in the book. Otherwise, we're complete. So let's get into this bag, see if we're lucky today. Okay then, so we've got bagged bags. So there's always the potential. Someone's already been through these and taken all the goodies out. Hopefully not the case. So this is the, I'll move these aside a bit, Technologies Standard Definitive Design. There are some lower minted years, but they're not desirable enough that I look out for them. So really what we want to see are commemoratives like this one. So we start with a Shakespeare. This is the more common of the 3 Shakespeares. It's Shakespeare's Histories. Very nice find. I check all the edge inscriptions on the Shakespeares, all the 2016s. The Hollow Crown is the correct edge inscription for that, so not an exciting error. 2016 seems to have been a bad year for the Royal Mint and their edge inscriptions, so as long as I remember to do so, I generally check them all during the hunt, but I will check through all the coins, commemoratives and definitives alike, for any other errors before the end of the video. I'll just pause and do it before we wrap up, because there's things like rotation errors, other edge inscription errors, double die obverses, or double die reverse I guess as well, just in case we find something. So when we find one like this, Jodie Clark's 5th and final portrait of the Queen, we know it's going to be something. It is an Army Centenary, so there's no rotation error on that. We flipped it, it was fine. The edge inscription for King and Country is as it should be. It's probably there we go, there's the VE Day anniversary. So this is the highest minted circulating commemorative £2 coin in change, but we do find more of the Army Centenaries. I wish we found more of the Navy Centenaries. They're lovely coins to find, purely because although it has a lower mintage than the VE Day anniversary, the Army Centenary has had less time in circulation, so you think less time for collectors to have taken them out of circulation for their collections. They've been damaged, lost down the backs of sofas, put into money jars and things like that. Trinity House there, another nice coin, but not overly valuable unfortunately, followed by the Abolition of the Slave Trade. Again, fairly common coin, but there are 2 versions of this coin, one that went into circulation and one that didn't. Easiest way to tell, look at the background field on the silver bit of the coin. You can see it's got this bobbly effect. There's a version that was put into the sets of coins which has a smooth finish and very prominent initials DG to the bottom right of the 7. So this is how it should be in circulation. If you find a smooth Abolition of the Slave Trade with those DG initials, that is a version that you should not be finding in change. But every now and again, for one reason or another, someone will spend it, pay it into the bank, and there's a slim chance you might find one in your change. You might as well check. Excuse me, sneezing there. Oh, DNA double helix. Again, a very pretty coin, but it is a common design to find, and not one we need for the book. We'll carry on our merry way. Let's see if we find anything. There we go, Charles Dickens. So I have a Charles versus Charles counter. I think the last £2 coin hunt, I forgot to put the annotation up. This is what the thing in the corner is how many I found over the course of filling this book. So I have added one for the one I missed. So appreciate for whoever it was that flagged that to me. Then we've got Shakespeare's Histories once again. And the edge inscription, the Hollow Crown, how it's supposed to be. Whenever we get to that point, except for the Underground Roundel, getting to that point where it's going to be a hard slog trying to find those last few coins, because naturally the last ones to find are amongst the hardest ones to find, because of obviously how probability works. The more common ones we're more likely to find early and quick, although there's always the example like the Underground Roundel, which I would have expected, given the amount of coins we've searched through, to have found that by now, but we've just been unlucky with that coin. We've got Marconi's wireless transmission there, another very common coin. And that's it for that bag. Right, should we do an edge hunt? Before I forget and get told off. Let's get into this one. So we can do this with £2 coins. You can tell what it is by reading the edge because the writing is unique to the designs. If it says standing on the shoulders of giants, we know that's a definitive technology design. It's an Isaac Newton quote, a nod to his time as master of the Royal Mint. I think that's all we're going to get from this bag though. We'll double check though just in case I've been a bozo and I've missed it. Nope. Let's try it again. What have we got? Shoulders. The shoulders giants. Shoulders giants standing on... standing giants. Shoulders. Double diddlies. Oh dear. We don't want diddlies, we want lots of exciting coins. Let's try it again. You can't have triple diddlies, that would be terrible. Right. Shoulders. Engineer. Brunel. Brunel's portrait. There we go. We found a commemorative. Not the most exciting one, but a commemorative nonetheless. One of the 2 Brunel £2 coins out in circulation. I think that might be everything. Let's just double check. Certainly is. Okay. Moving on swiftly to the next bag. We've got plenty of coins still to go. We haven't found anything overwhelmingly exciting, but Shakespeare's histories is always a positive. Nothing in amongst those though. But no, I mentioned before that we were still expecting a fair few coins. I think the waters are being somewhat muddied because... oh, wireless transmission there. Very nice. Waters are being somewhat muddy because there's been royal proclamations, which they're the first sort of public announcement of the intention to mint a coin with a certain design. The royal proclamations are released before we find out what the designs are going to look like, but it has a brief description of what the coin's going to look, a very vague, broad description. The royal proclamations coming out around now or around recently might relate to coins expected in early next year. Oh, that's very nice. Great Fire of London. It's such a beautiful design. It's Aaron West who created this design. He also did the Isaac Newton 50p, so someone with a lot of success with making very pretty coins. Again, smidge over face value on that one, so that is certainly a welcome find. We've got another Brunel portrait. We haven't found his achievements, the Archers at Paddington Station, quite yet. So yeah, I think we've had a slew of releases. I think we might be getting all 3 of the Megafauna Ice Age creatures released this year, which would be surprising. I thought it might be a bit like the dinosaurs. We'll get one before the end of the year, then the following 2 will come out the next year, but no, it seems like they might both come out this year. Okay, no rotation error for King and Country. That's perfectly fine. And we shall carry on. But no, red arrows. Seen no sign of that yet. That would be an exciting coin. But as I said, we are starting to peek into 2025, if you can believe it. Happens every year, but you start peeking to the next year. Another Brunel's portrait. Sadly, not all that exciting, but I guess, as with every common coin, a collection is not complete without the common coins as well, so every collection needs one to be finished. Let's see if we get anything exciting from this bag. No, sadly not. And of course, Silver Sovereign's coming out very soon. I would be fascinated to know what everyone else thinks about it. Is it a bit gimmicky? Honestly, I'm tempted purely because it's the first time the Royal Mint has done this. I think we're expecting quite a high mintage of them though, which is not ideal because when there is a saturation of supply, this is where we see the values of coins plummeting quick. Oh, we've got Florence Nightingale there. It's a very pretty coin. One of my favourite designs, but again, a common one. But no, it's quite the price point for what equates to not a lot of silver, which I know you could be said exactly the same about silver-proof 50p, silver-proof £2 coins and whatever. But it's just the fact that it's the first one is quite... Ooh, very nice. Navy Centenary. No flag error on this one. You can see it's the little struts coming out. That's normally where the little blob of metal is, where the die has been damaged and caused what we now call the flag error. But no. That is a super coin. I think it's my favourite circulating £2 coin. Not quite as exciting as a Frankenstein £2 coin. That is my favourite coin ever. But sadly was not put into circulation, other than the one or two that I have spent in videos, which is always good fun. And hopefully a coin collector has found that, because if I was to find it, it would absolutely make my day. Not just my day, my week, my year, my decade. Okay, Florence Nightingale once again, followed by another Charles Dickens, giving Charles Darwin a run for his money. Of course, if we ever get a £2 coin in circulation with King Charles III, I guess we need to add him onto the counter. Charles versus Charles versus Charles. Although, as I've said many times, I think it's going to be a long time if ever we get a circulating £2 coin during the reign of King Charles III with his portrait on it. Right, hold a load of nothing else from there, which brings us swiftly onto the last bag. Well, we've had some nice finds, to be fair. We can't grumble about this. As usual, in the description of this video, you'll find links across to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to come and join that. Excuse me, frog in my throat. There's also links to my other social media channels, the PO box address if you want to write into me, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, company I work for as my day job, so please check them out too. I'm just going to whiz through all these coins now and see if there are any exciting errors I might have missed throughout the hunt. Well, unfortunately no exciting errors to be had in amongst those coins, but we got a nice slew of exciting coins. For me, Starfinder's got to be that Navy Centenary, followed by the Great Fire of London because it's such a pretty design. But as ever, let me know in the comments what you pick as the Starfinder. It's always interesting knowing what coins you guys are liking and why that is. And all it leaves me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.